Hello, Year 3. Today we're going to do Unit 5 materials review. Can you please make sure you have your Pupils book and your activity book ready to go? And let's start with the first section. What are the different materials and their properties? Everything around us is made from a material. Materials can be natural or man-made. Some examples of different materials are metal, rubber, ceramic, wood, fabric, glass, and plastic. We use these materials to make most everyday objects. Some different metals. Metals are found in rocks. They are natural materials. The rocks are dug up and then taken to a factory where they are heated and processed into pure metals. Here are a few things that are made from metal: jewelry, cutlery, and cars. Metal is used as it's strong, hard, smooth, and easily washable. One type of metal is iron. There is lots of iron on the Earth. It is found in the Earth's crust and core. One important thing to remember: iron is magnetic. It is used to make gates, buildings, tools, fireplaces, piping, and many more things. Steel is made from two natural materials, iron and carbon. Because it contains iron, guess what? Steel is also magnetic. Steel is used for pans, utensils, buildings, airplanes, and many other things. Gold and silver are metals found as nuggets in rocks. Gold and silver are considered precious metals, which means they are worth a lot of money. Gold and silver are melted down to make jewelry, gold teeth, and gold bars for investment. Aluminium is the most widespread metal on Earth. Did you know that about 8% of the Earth's crust is made from aluminium? Aluminium is lightweight, so it's used to make some airplane parts, and it's used a lot in the food industry, especially for making cans. Copper is a very soft and bendy material. Copper has this beautiful reddish color as well. Copper pipes are used in some houses, and copper is very good at conducting electricity, so it's used for wiring in our houses a lot. Moving on to another material, we have fabric. Fabric comes from plants and animals. A few things made from fabric are curtains, clothes, and towels. Fabric is used as it's very light, warm, soft, and quite easy to make and sew. Leather is a natural fabric made from animal skins, usually from cows. It's used for shoes, jackets, and other clothing, and upholstery. This is because it's very strong and long-lasting. Cotton is a soft, fluffy material that grows around the seed of the cotton plant. The cotton is then spun into yarn to make a soft, breathable fabric. Cotton is used to make clothes and furnishings. There are many types of plastics. Plastics are man-made because they are made from oil. Plastics are all around us. Some uses are plastic bottles, toys, stationery, and technology. Plastic is used as it can be made to be flexible, hard, rough, or smooth. Whatever you choose, it can be made like this. It is also very cheap to make and easy to wash. Rubber is a natural material from trees or petroleum. Rubber is used for tires, the bottoms of our shoes, erasers, toys, and many more things. Wood comes from the stems and roots of trees and other woody plants. It's used for burning to heat our houses. It's used for building houses, benches, fences, and lots of other things. It's used because it's strong and long-lasting, and it also has a nice appearance. Paper is a product also made from wood, so it's a natural material. The wood is processed to make paper, so paper is man-made. Glass is made from very fine sand. It is heated until it melts. It's used for glasses, bottles, and windows. Glass is used as it's strong, hard, smooth, easily washable, and most importantly, it's transparent. Different materials have different properties. As you know, they come in pairs, the opposite of each other. We studied 7. So can you remember what they are? Can we list them all? We have shiny and dull, strong or weak, flexible versus inflexible, transparent or opaque, soft and hard, absorbent versus waterproof, and magnetic and non-magnetic. Sometimes we need to test a material to make sure it's suitable for the use that we want to use it for. We can test the material properties by applying different forces or processes and observing the results. How do we test these material properties? What about hard or soft? What do? We can try to scratch it. To test if something is strong or weak, we can try to break it. And to test if something is flexible or inflexible, we can try to bend it. To see if something is absorbent or waterproof, we can observe if it takes in water or if it doesn't take in water at all. To test if something is magnetic or non-magnetic, this is my favorite one. We can see if it's attracted to a magnet. And finally, how can we test if a material is shiny or dull? We can observe if light reflects off it. Exercise 1. Let's do the activities on page 112. Exercise 1. The names of 5 common types of metal are scrambled up as shown. Can you unscramble them? Mrs. Lim's fingernails left a scratch mark on the plastic food wrap. So the plastic food wrap is the thing that you wrap around your sandwiches sometimes. The question is, which is harder, Mrs. Lim's fingernails or the plastic food wrap? Question 3. Identify materials A, B, and C using the helping words. We have glass, iron, and rubber. So we need to match which one to their properties. A. The material is magnetic, strong, waterproof, and not transparent. B. The properties are flexible, waterproof, non-magnetic, and not transparent. C. The properties are strong, waterproof, transparent, non-magnetic, and inflexible. Here are the answers. Number 1, A is gold, B is iron, C is copper, D is silver, and E is aluminium. Mrs. Lim's fingernails were stronger than the plastic because the plastic got scratched by the fingernails. So that means the fingernails must be harder than the plastic. Exercise 3, A is iron because that's the only one that's magnetic. B is rubber because that's the only one that's flexible. And C is glass because it's the only one that's transparent. So those are actually the only 3 properties that were really easy to find. Next is section B. What are some ways to classify materials? How can we classify materials? We can classify materials based on their properties. Let's have a look at the items on the left. We have an iron ladle, rubber gloves, a plastic box, glass photo frame, cotton shirt, drawing paper, and a ceramic bowl. Now we have 2 different columns here, 2 different groupings. The ones on the left are the rubber gloves, cotton shirt, and drawing paper. What property do they have in common? And then the opposite property, the iron label, the plastic box, the glass photo frame, and the ceramic bowl have? Well, I think the ones on the left are flexible and the ones on the right are inflexible. So that's how we're classifying them, by flexible and inflexible. Here's another example. The plastic box and the glass photo frame. What is unique about them compared to the others? They are transparent and the others are opaque. We can also use a key to help us classify materials. Let's start with the cotton towel. Now, is the material shiny? Yes or no? No, so it goes over to the right side. Is it absorbent? Yes or no? Yes, so it goes down into group R. Let's have a look at the iron pot. Is the material shiny? Yes, it is. We're going to take it to the left. And then is it magnetic? It's iron, so yes it is, group P. The copper pipe, is the material shiny? Yes, it's beautiful. Red, shiny material. Is it magnetic? Nope. Copper is not magnetic, so we're going to take it down to group Q, which means we have the rubber hose. Is the material shiny? No. Is it absorbent? No. So, down to group S. Let's do the activity on page 116. Let's go through the exercises on page 116. We have 4 different items. We have writing paper, iron clip, drinking glass, and an aluminium can. I want you to now classify the materials in the 2 tables, table A and table B. Which items are absorbent and which items are waterproof? And then a new classification, which items are magnetic and which items are not magnetic. So in A, I want all 4 items, and B, I want all 4 items in the correct columns. Here are the answers. The only one in A that is absorbent is the paper. The waterproof section has iron, glass, and aluminium. And for B, the only one there that's magnetic is the iron. So we're going to have paper, glass, and aluminium in the non-magnetic section. Now, you can see here I have not written writing paper, iron clip, drinking glass, aluminium can, because what did the question ask? The question asked, classify the materials, not the objects, the materials. So if you have written the whole words, 2 words, take out the object name and just leave the material, please. And now for section C, what are the uses of materials? Oh no! These children have chosen the wrong material to make their things out of. Oh no, that girl, she made a paper bag for holding her drinking water. I don't understand. And the second boy, he's sitting on a rubber chair. Oh my goodness, he's gonna fall over. Ah, the third girl, she's using a plastic knife. You can usually use plastic knives for doing things, but usually only for takeaway food. Maybe not for cutting up a pineapple. Now the question is, what should they have chosen instead? Which materials would have been more suitable? To hold the water, I would have used plastic because plastic is waterproof. And for the wobbly rubber chair, I would have used metal or wood because they're both very strong. And then instead of the plastic knife and having things flying everywhere, I would have chosen metal because it's strong and very, very hard. So what are the uses of materials? When we design new things, we need to choose the most suitable material, and we choose those materials based on what properties we want, right? So I want you just to have a flick through page 118 to 123 of your pupil books to revise the materials and their uses. Let's see, let's play a little game. Why is it made from that? Now, objects are made from different materials because of the different things they can do. Think about the following items and what they're made out of. So first, we've got a window. What do you think that's made out of? Can you guess? Glass. You can see through glass. That means glass is transparent. Windows need to let light in, but keep the rain out. So they're also waterproof. Here's the next one. It's a pencil. Not the rubber on the end. We know that's made from rubber, and it's called rubber. I want you to tell me what the material is of the part of the pencil that you hold with your fingers. Can you guess what it's made out of? It's made out of wood. Most pencils need to be sharpened, and sharpeners cut the wood away so that you can still use the pencil and keep it sharp. That's why it's made out of wood. Last mini quiz. The frying pan is definitely not made out of wood. We've discussed this one before. Wouldn't it burn? Oh my goodness. Very, very scary. So what should it be made out of? Metal. Frying pans need to get very hot to cook the food inside it. Metal can still get very, very hot, but without burning. And also it lasts a very long time. It's also very easy to keep clean, which is good because it's always covered in food. Let's do the last exercises for the Pupils book on page 125. Exercise 1. What material should we use to make each object? And please explain your answer. This is a two-part answer. Please tell me the material and because. Number 2. This picture shows a baby diaper. There's an inner layer and an outer layer to a baby diaper. The questions are A. Should the inner layer of the baby diaper be absorbent or waterproof? And explain your answer. And B. Should the outer layer of the baby diaper be absorbent or waterproof? Also explain your answer. So this is a two-part answer. It should start with absorbent or waterproof, and then because. Here's the last exercise in the Pupils book before we move on to the activity book. So number 3, suggest a more suitable material to make each object. Explain your answer. Again, a two-part question. Tell me the material because. A school gate made of plastic. What could be better than that? B, a bucket made of rubber. Which material would be more suitable? And C, a jacket made of wood. Who would wear a jacket made of wood? Please tell me a more suitable material for a jacket. Here are the answers. What material should we choose? For the raincoat, A, a plastic or waterproof fabric because it needs to be flexible and waterproof. For the window, B, should definitely be made out of glass because it's transparent, strong, waterproof and inflexible. And C, a door lock. This one should be made from metal because it's strong, hard and inflexible. Exercise 2 answers. A, the inner layer should be absorbent because it needs to soak up the urine from the baby. And B, the outer layer should be waterproof to prevent the urine leaking out of the nappy. That would be disastrous. Last one. The school gate, a more suitable material would be metal because it needs to be strong. B, a more suitable material would be plastic for the bucket because it should be strong and waterproof, but also it should be a bit inflexible so it's easier to carry. A rubber bucket would be very, very wobbly. And the more suitable material for the jacket made of wood, this is a funny question. The better material is definitely fabric because clothes need to be flexible. Can you imagine walking down the street in a jacket made of wood? You just wouldn't be able to bend anything. Please open your activity book to page number 74 and let's review. Here we have activity book page 74. Let's review. So again, we're going to be doing this in sections. First of all, let's have a look at vocabulary. Here's the vocabulary box. We have transparent, properties, hard, shiny, magnetic, strong, chosen, flexible, classified, and absorbent. For the top section, let's start on the left. Materials can be into different groups. What can they be done to? And on the right, materials are to make different objects based on their What are they based on? They're grouped and made into different objects based on something, based on their And the bottom section. I actually think you should start with this one first. It might be easier. Now, these are the opposites of the properties. So, or weak, or dull, or inflexible, transparent or not, soft or waterproof, or non-magnetic. This is too easy for you guys. Really, really. I think start with this and then go back up to the top section. Here are the answers. Please self-check. That's all for today, Year 3. Thank you. See you next time.